what students are saying about the American dream. We asked students, what does the American dream mean to you? Some shared intimate stories of their parents and grandparents immigrating to the United States and achieving success through hard work and sacrifice. Others dared to imagine lives that were about more than status and wealth. In the United States, the opportunity for a better life. The American dream has always been the motto that has pushed my mother and father every day of their lives. My mom, a village girl from India growing up, never gave a thought to come to America because usually it was impossible. Even though my dad had a good life growing up in India, usually the people who had a lot of money were only able to go to America. While my mother was in college, she read through so many textbooks about American doctors and watched the news late at night to learn English, dreaming one day to go to America. When my parents got married and came to America, all they had with them was a suitcase filled with some clothes and a picture of their family. While settling in, they were on their own to find an apartment, job, money, and other necessities because they had no family or friends in California. When I was younger, the American dream consisted of a few things. There were also instances where my parents went into debt. They had decided one time to go back to India, and I've cried many nights as well. Thanks to my parents believing the American dream, I was able to become a U.S. citizen and now live a happy life in Philadelphia. Alita John, Philly, PA. I have witnessed the American dream in action. My father was born in Hungary to a mother and father. They were both survivors of the Holocaust. His father was liberated from Auschwitz and his mother from Bergen-Belsen. My father came to America with nothing but a pair of black pants and a white shirt. He stayed with his uncle for 3 years and eventually put himself through college and medical school. He has created a successful practice and makes enough money to support my family every day. That is the American dream. To build yourself up from absolutely nothing, to grind for every last penny in order to make your dreams a reality. I witnessed the American dream first. I watched a man battle from one of the deepest holes imaginable in order to give his children the opportunity to have a better life than he did. Tibbert K., Glenbrook North High School. Opportunity isn't available to everyone. I used to believe in the American dream. I used to believe that living in America meant that you could make something of yourself with ease. The American dream does not exist in my eyes. It's a concept used to motivate people in a volatile economy and favored society. It used to exist, though. My grandfather came to the United States from Greece with not even $1 to his name. He came to the land of opportunity in 1969, hoping to support his family and give them a life which was unavailable in 20th century Grecian poverty. Within a decade, he created a family-run pizzeria chain, bringing success to his life, his families, and the community. But what can one do in an era where things are more expensive than they have ever been? How much motivation can one hold when a well-paying job is rare without a college degree, which leaves one in debt for years? The American dream existed in a time where it was realistic to live a balanced, successful life. Now we're in an age of economic inequality with little social mobility. Making it big is increasingly unachievable. Alexandra Petlavanidis, Hoggard High School, Wilmington, NC. Depending on your identity and background, it could be more difficult to achieve the American dream. As a woman, it might be harder for me to achieve the same American dream as a man. In theory, the American dream is attainable for everyone, but I'm not sure everyone can achieve the same version of the American dream. Colleen, Northbrook, Illinois. The American dream of 2019. When I was younger, the American dream consisted of a few things: wealth, possessions, and power, all things similar to what was mentioned in the article. But as I'm getting older and as our world is changing, my perspective is changing along with it. Of course, it's nice to have some nice things. Who wouldn't want to be able to buy whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, for whoever they want? But today, as I see people in our world facing violence and injustice every day, my idea of the American dream is a little different. To me, the American dream is having the ability to be safe and healthy, to not have to fear for my life every day, to have access to the basic resources I need to survive. When I see people across the world, people in the same country as me, even people in my own community faced with violence and injustice, I start to notice how privileged I am compared to others. Maybe I don't have all the nicest things or all the money in the world, Maybe I don't even have a little bit of it, but I have access to resources I need. I have a family and I have a stable home, and that's enough for me. Libby Roth, Hoggard High School, Wilmington, NC. The article definitely made me reconsider my views on the American dream. Now I picture the American dream as equality and safety for all, with loving family and friends that are supportive of all endeavors. My current definition of the American dream seems attainable. I have loving, supportive parents and friends that care about me deeply. People of different ethnicities, religions, and sexualities are climbing the social, political, economic ladder, beginning to reap the same benefits as others. As we progress in our efforts for true equality and lack of prejudices, I have hope that my generation will be able to make this not only the American dream, but the American reality. Caitlin Pellerin, Danvers, MA. I think the American dream has evolved throughout every generation, and that it's a relative concept. My definition of the American dream is different from my parents, because when I think about my mom and my grandparents, their dream was to get to America and have a better life. They achieved their American dream. My parents have managed to give my brother and me a better life than they had, not just financially, but a different way of growing up. When I think about what I believe is my American dream, I picture myself fulfilled in whatever I choose to be doing in my future, whether it's having a successful career or a family. As long as I am independent and thriving, I'll achieve my American dream. I think the American dream is something worth striving for, but I also believe that it's something people have to create their own definitions for. Everyone is different, and people have different dreams. Sarah G, Northbrook, Illinois. We have grown up having crazy imaginations. These imaginations were never destined to be our reality. We grew up dreaming of unicorns and princesses, luxury and wealth. Money and gold became our everything. And that's all we thought about when we were younger, as if these dreams could arise. My sister, for example, loves to sing. Her whole life, she dreamed about going on American Idol or The Voice to pursue her dream of becoming famous and filling the world with her amazing voice. But once we are truly able to dissect the lives of those that are famous, surrounded by luxury, I feel very bad for them, like a grotesque dream. The Kardashians, for example, their whole life has been on camera, all the bad displayed to the world the second it happens, constantly changing their bodies with procedures, constantly fitting the world in all of its desires. But imagine a world where you are with the person you love most, holding hands, never letting go. The touch and warmth of them making you feel like home. Like nothing in this world can ever inhibit your goals. The real American dream is to enjoy the luxuries together, to inhabit the most love that your body can handle, and to relish in it. Alona K, Glenbrook North High School.